All right. Welcome everyone from my side as well. And okay, my name is Alberto, and I'm here with Maria, Yernar, and Nia. And we are all, every one of us is a young student, is a ULM student, either a past student or a current one. And so we are very, very proud and very glad to welcome you in our webinar and to share with you some insights about our university. So before telling you a bit more about the university, I would like to introduce you to the Italian university system, just to make it clear how it works. So basically, students in Italy study from primary school up to high school graduation, 13 years, which is 1 year more compared to most systems, education system. And then we have a three-level structured university system. We have undergraduate programs, bachelor programs lasting 3 years, and a split graduate level, split into graduate degrees lasting 2 years, and 1 year master programs. Graduate degrees, the 2-year programs are the most traditional path, and they can lead also ultimately to a PhD program. While 1 year master are more professional oriented and they lead directly to the job market. I'm telling you this because, of course, you have some understanding of the programs, and you can know from which side you can jump to another program and you can progress. All right. So coming to our university, IULM University is a private university in Milan. It's a bit older than 50 years. It was founded in 1968. And it's not a massive university. So it's a medium-sized university, and we revolve our education focus on communication. The university was actually founded as a university for foreign languages back in 1968. And from foreign languages is very easy, very close to go and to expand to communication. At the moment, the university is the Italian University for Communication, and we have 3 different schools, three different faculties, we call them. We have a faculty dealing with interpreting and translation. The bulk of the programs are in the Faculty of Communication, and then we have a 3rd school dealing with arts and tourism. Our student body is around 7,000 students, and we are located in one spot in Milan, very close to the city center, with 7 buildings, 2 halls of residence, and also a very nice park inside the campus as well. We offer all kinds of higher education levels, from bachelor to PhDs. And there are 3 main characteristics, 3 main features I would like to share with you. Of course, the university was founded as a foreign language university, so of course it's international. And it's being international, being in its DNA, means that everyone at IULM can have a global experience while in Milan, but they can also have access to global outreach and a lot of study abroad opportunities. So for instance, students can join our partner university elsewhere in the world with study abroad programs such as Erasmus or exchange, or they can do an internship abroad or also prepare their research thesis abroad. But one of the most important reasons why students choose our university is because of its link with the job market. So each and all of our programs are designed bearing in mind that they have an impact into the real world. They are not just theoretical academical programs, but they are from its very beginning designed for being practical oriented and being something useful for your career development. Of course, this is even more true for master programs, But it's, I will share some hints with you, even at bachelor level. Of course, we have a career service dealing with companies, organizing company presentation, helping students finding their way into the job world. The third characteristic, the third feature I would like to share with you is very closely linked to its being not a huge university. So we try and we like to see our institution as a community. And of course, we try to be as close as possible to each of our students. We do so through a counseling service, so through professional services, but also using our students as tutors. I had also the privilege of organizing such program, the peer tutoring program, and which is basically having an elder brother or sister helping you throughout the first days at IULM and throughout your first year. Of course, we have also a lot of specialistics and carefully designed programs for disability or any kind of issue you might have. And this is kind of very important, I think. IULM University is in Milan. So I saw from the pool that only few of you, only a few people of you visited Milan and Italy, but I'm very sure you know a bit about the city. So it's being a cultural hub, so it's being a true Italian city. But of course, you know about fashion and design and whatsoever. I mean, maybe some of you also know about our soccer teams and the food experience and so on. But something you might not know is that Milan is a real cosmopolitan city. So it is a real and actual crossroad between people, cultures, markets. So Milano, what does it mean? From the origin of the name of the city, Milano meant in the middle of the land. Being in the middle of the land means, of course, being a crossroad. And this is very true. I think it's the only city, the only place in Italy you can easily survive even without speaking Italian. And it's part of the global experience. So I'm sure that when we will talk about this with our current students, they can bear some experience about this. IULM University has a campus, okay, and let me go back to the presentation, okay, and show you, if I manage, if the technology can just lend me a hand, a little bit of our campus. Our campus is a bit of like an American style campus. And here we are. So enjoy a short visit of our here we go. So I hope you enjoyed the short visit of the campus. We are very proud of the campus, which is always expanding. We have just opened the seventh building. But going to the core of the presentation and coming to our programs. Of course, we offer bachelor programs. Most of the bachelor programs are still taught in Italian. We have programs dealing with our legacy about foreign languages. We have one in interpreting communication, which is very focused on the technical part of translation and interpreting. We have communication, media and advertising, which is a media studies program dealing with cinema and television and any kind of medium language. We have corporate communication and public relations, which is offered also in English, and 3 programs in the field of arts, tourism, and creative industries. They are taught in Italian. After the undergraduate programs, you can progress and take 2-year master programs. Of course, they are very closely related to the undergraduate curricula. We have specialized translation, television, cinema, marketing and communication, arts, and 2 programs completely held and taught in English, strategic communication and hospitality and tourism management. I told you that we also offer professional masters. They last just 1 year. And they range from, a lot of very different fields and areas, from journalism to food and wine. From game design to communication for international relations. And as you can see from the slide, a good deal of the programs are held in English as well. Okay, so let me just share a few words about the bachelor degree in corporate communication and public relations, which is the program Nia is enrolled in. And then we will listen also to what she has to say about this. So public relations, corporate communication, this program was actually designed and founded in our university as a special school back in the 70s of the last century, and has as a proper degree back in 1992. So even when I was a student at the end of the 90s of the last century, yeah, sounds terrific. Well, IULM University was the university in Italy for public relations. And what is very peculiar about this program is just it combines both the humanities of communication and the managerial side of communication. So it combines in one program both sociology, media, communication, and economics and management. The program in its development is also, really professional oriented, and it's easy to tell from his faculty. Almost 50% of the persons of the professor teaching in this program are professional coming from the industry. Of course, we have academics, we have professors, but we even if a program is taught by a professor, it's very common almost every week to have someone from the industry. They can deliver a speech, they just discuss a case study, or they can also interact with the students for a group project or an assignment. And this is very appreciated by the job market, and our graduates they score pretty well when they research and they find the job after graduation. The curriculum is very easily divided into 3 main areas: the management side, the communication part, and of course foreign languages. Foreign languages means, of course, a bit an extended training about English, but also a second foreign language. And for those of you who do not speak Italian, that would be Italian. because learning the local language will extremely boost your prospects in terms of job opportunities. And also, of course, they will help you. It will help you, enjoy at most your life in Milan. The admission requirements for a bachelor degree are really very easy. You just need to be graduated or about to graduate from high school. 12 years of schooling are required. Of course, you need the required level of Italian or English, depending on the language the course is taught in. And but if you don't have a certificate like an IELTS or the equivalent for Italian, we can test you. So the process is a very short and simple step process. You submit your qualification. We have a dedicated platform to this, which is apply.iulm.it. We will confirm your eligibility and submit you a test. And the test is an online test, a general assessment test. You don't have to worry a lot about this. And of course, if you pass the test, you can go on and enroll online. For those of you who require a visa, of course, we will send you an invitation letter, and then you can process your student visa application through a proper website, which is called University, run by the Ministry of Education in Italy. I hope this is kind of clear, but then we have a lot of time for your questions, and we can go deeper into detail. But now I would love to leave the floor to Nia, who can share a bit of information about her experience. She has just enrolled, so she's here with us since September. But I think even the first month impression can be worth sharing.
Yes, thank you, Alberto. Right now we're doing group assignments, which involve applying the theoretical part which we have learned the first 2 months in practical things. For example, we're doing presentations or projects, group projects, and we're searching the information, then we're trying to analyze the data and produce a product like which is really practical. And yeah, please, Maria.
No, please go on, Nia. Please go on.
We're studying corporate communication, information system and digital trends, sociology of media, and professional English for the first semester. And we're doing group projects on 3 of these subjects. For corporate communication, we're doing we're analyzing an international event. For sociology of media, we're doing 2 labs. I mean, the students are divided into two groups. And the first group is doing a lab with a Russian professor, and the second group is doing a lab with a Japanese professor. We're doing different things, and in the end, we'll write a research paper, which will be part of our examination. And for English, we will do a presentation on certain topic. Thank you.
Well, that's great. Sounds very interesting. Thank you so much, Nia.
Thank you very, very much, Nia, as well. Hello, everyone. My name is Maria, Alberto's colleague here at IULM University. And I need to thank Nia once again, because even though I've been a student myself of IULM University, I just had the feeling I wanted to re-enroll again at Corporate Communication and Public Relations. So, grazie mille. Thank you very much. Right now, I saw in the Q&A box a few questions about masters, admission requirements, fees, and scholarship, and we are just about to cover them. I will tell you just a few words about the two-year masters, 2-year Master of Science that we offer in English, and then I will cover the admission requirements for those, as well as the tuition fees for our university. And I know the hot topic of the night is scholarship opportunities as well. I saw a lot of questions about it. And I will ask Jernare if he can share afterwards just a few words about the Master of Science he's studying now, which is Hospitality and Tourism Management. But let's start first with strategic communication. The Master of Science in Strategic Communications prepares the students to become communication managers. Doesn't work. Just a second. It seems like the presentation is blocked.
Maybe you can stop sharing, Maria, and then try to share it again. That's weird.
It seems like there is someone else in charge of the presentation.
That's weird. Okay. Let me take a look at it. Please bear with me, everyone. We will soon go back.
I can smile in the meanwhile, or I can say a few words about the programs.
Yes, if you can start it, let me take a look at it.
Absolutely. So in the meanwhile, I can tell you that this Master of Science was actually designed from the job market needs. Now, okay.
Okay, so now we stopped sharing. Can you try again, please?
Yes, of course I can. 1 second.
We're sorry about this. It happens during live events. So.
But I'm the lucky girl. You know how it is.
Just gonna be a couple of minutes.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Beautiful. All right.
Okay, so we just need the full screen. Exactly. Try to, okay. Oh, good.
Now it works. As I was briefly mentioning before, this Master of Science was actually designed after we inquired the job market, which kind of professional competences were lacking the most in communication professionals, why there was such an increase in need of communication professionals, and which kind of areas communication professionals had to improve. And as you can see in the slide, of course, there was a fundamental need for communication managers to learn how to cope with the digital evolution. And also students studying this Master of Science will learn how to use a communication that is data-driven. So not just the soft touch of communication, but a data-driven one. Students of this course will have a very, very busy life. I've asked the student today studying strategic communication how her day was, and she said, just amazing. Every day there are people coming to class that are professionals, not just, of course, to provide students with internship opportunities after or during their Master of Science, but also to teach students what are the best practices in a firm, in the job market, for students to simulate a pitch to a real company. And of course, the first thing, as you gathered so far from the things we said, the motto of our university is practice first and then theory. The structure of this master: in the first year, students will learn the basics of management, from strategic management to organizational behaviors, so that they can strengthen their technical competences. And during their second year, they can focus on specialized area of communication, from digital marketing. And as you can see in this slide, they will earn at the end of the 2 years managerial and entrepreneurial skills. That's why students, as soon as they finish this Master of Science, they're ready to enter the job market from day one. This is the advisory board that you saw in the slide before. These are the companies we collaborate with. So CFOs, CMOs, CEOs of these companies are coming to class to take their experience for our students. Our student can work on group projects thanks to this business and companies. And also afterwards and throughout the master, they can spend their internship at these companies. Another thing that Alberto mentioned before are the international perspective that our university offers. In this slide, you can see that among the partner universities that we have, they vary a lot from Australia to Canada, and students also have the chance to acquire a dual degree. With the two partner universities, the universities that you see in the slide are ever changing. So these are the ones for this year, and they might change for next year. Every year the opportunities are increasing. And now I want to say just a few words about the Master of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management, which is the one that Yernar studies. He's in the second year, so he can really tell us more about his experience at IULM and how the course looks like. As you can see in the slide, there is, when we designed this program, there was, of course, a growing need for new skills within the hospitality and tourism management industry. Students studying this course will have courses from finance to HR management, and of course some more specialized in the fields of tourism and hospitality. This is because we want to make sure that everyone has an asset of competences once they end this Master of Science that will make sure they can be from event manager to entrepreneur, and they can really be independent within the job market. Here you see the opportunities, some of the international opportunities that the course offers. If a student starts their Master of Science here in Milan, they can decide if they want to spend their second year at a partner company, which is the partner university, which is the University of Central Florida in the United States, and more specifically at the Rosen College. The Rosen College is one of the top 5 tourism and hospitality schools in the world. So it's an absolutely unique experience, and this path will allow students to get a dual degree, which means a laurea magistrale, the Italian Master of Science, together with a Master of Science awarded by the University of Central Florida. Otherwise, they can stay in Milano, which is an absolutely brilliant city, as Alberto mentioned before, and get a laurea magistrale in hospitality and tourism management with a specialization in innovation, creativity, and tourism. Here you see some of the other international opportunities and study abroad opportunities that students have, from partner universities in Germany to Canada, United States, a little bit all over the world. If you want to know more about any of these opportunities, of course, we will be more than happy to provide you with the feedback on them. As you saw for strategic communication, the advisory board and the companies we collaborate with are the top players within the market. For example, for online travel and digital marketing, I'm sure all of you heard of Expedia. Up to for hospitality management, we collaborate with the Marriott chain. And just right here, you can see divided in the same areas, the kind of job profiles that the Master of Science will allow you to be once you complete it. How to submit your application? Okay, super easy. As Alberto said, the process couldn't be faster than this. We have a dedicated application platform, which is apply.iulm.it. Students, of course, need to submit their bachelor's degree. I saw some of the questions before. What if I have a bachelor in a specific field? Don't worry about it too much. Send through your transcript of records. That's what we need. Of course, a language proficiency certificate in Italian or English, depending on the degree you decide to go for. Send that through as well if you have it. And of course, a very strong motivation and knowledge for the industry and the course you'd like to attend. You submit your documents, we evaluate them, and then it's even easier in this case because you will do the admission test, which is a quite unusual admission test. It will be just a recording of yourself answering the admission question through the same platform, which is apply.iulm.it. and we will submit your application to the courses coordinator, and that's it. Afterwards, you will know whether you'll be eligible for the course or not. And of course, we will assist you with the part of the embassy to get the student visa, all that part. We will be right by your side. And now I know everybody was waiting for this moment to talk about tuition fees and financial aid opportunities. For what concerns bachelor's program, there is a flat rate of 8,400 euros per academic year, which is divided into 3 installments. And for 2-year Masters of Science, tuition fees are 9,800 euros divided into 3 installments, both this per academic year. Students can though benefit from a 50% tuition reduction purely based on merit. So if you've been good, but not, it doesn't, when you say based on merit, generally it's a very, very high final grade that you were supposed to receive. In this case, you'll see it's 70%, which is fair. All the students that get more than 70 out of 100, more than 70% in their final high school score or bachelor score can apply for this 50% tuition reduction. On top of this, students that are interested can also apply for a discounted rate on accommodation for 280 euros per month, and they will be staying at the residence dorms. I don't know if Nia afterwards wants to say something more about the residence dorms, as she's living at IULM as well. And on top of this opportunity, students can also apply for DSU Regional Scholarship. In this case, it's based on both merit and income requirements. We will have to evaluate income, assets, and properties of the household, and together with the criteria of merit, you might be awarded with a regional scholarship. I always try and stress to make sure you budget properly, basing your funds on the 50% tuition reduction, and if you're interested also on the discounted rate on accommodation. Do not count too much on DSU Regional Scholarship, as you'll know whether you'll be awarded with it or not once the course has already started. But of course, if you get it, it covers a lot of benefits, and you can get a grant up to 4,500 euros. So basically it's the same, it covers most of the tuition fees you've already paid. I think I said it all. I'll now leave the floor to Yernar to share his experience and a few words about his career here at IULM. Before he says something, I have to say he is a brilliant student. As long as we had the chance to meet him, it's always a pleasure to collaborate with you. So thank you, Yernar.
Hello, everybody. And Maria, thank you so much for your kind words. Thank you, Alberto, and everyone for giving this opportunity. And guys and girls, it's a great pleasure to be with you tonight. And later, I'll be happy to answer your questions too. I'll just quickly go through the structure of my course, which is Hospitality and Tourism Management, the master course. And remember, Alberto mentioned that the IULM is the University for Communication and Languages, and I will also add that this is the university for studying hospitality and hotel management in Italy. Many Italian hotel executives, managers, somehow connected to IULM, they studied here or they either teach here. So the course is 4 semesters long. The first 3 semesters are more theoretical, and last semester will be given for your industrial placement, for your internship. And a very important thing to note for you is that this course actually needs full-time, it's a full-time like educational program. So full-time commitment it requires, because in some countries master program and they study only few days, and the many days they have day off. And I thought the same will be here, but no, I was wrong. It's from basically like a full-time job from Monday to Friday. You will be very much busy during these 2 years, I can assure you. And also, like Maria mentioned, the disciplines are very much broad, because you may think of hospitality and tourism as a narrow field, but actually no, it's a very broad field discipline, and IULM can help you to find your, let's say, cup of tea, because starting from critical issues in tourism and hospitality, you will go through HR management, marketing, revenue, accounting, the cultural side. So definitely by the end of 2 years, you will know what you want to accomplish in this industry. And also, as Alberto mentioned, the professors are really with great experience in the field, with high achievements. And what I like in a master course, I think as you age, you perceive your professors not like your teachers, but more like your colleagues, in a sense as friends. So it's a great course to build established relationship and connections. And there are so many company visits, lots of executives come and talk. So many students, they find the internship and job opportunities already studying at the same time. And just to finish quickly, the main reason actually why I chose IULM out of other hospitality schools in Italy is their up-to-date approach to up-to-date approach for learning, because what you learned yesterday is no longer applicable today, and what you are learning today may or may not be applicable tomorrow. But in case of IULM, we are basically preparing ourselves and forecasting the best possible future and getting ready for it. Thank you so much.